Hey, what's up, Diamonds? It's your boy Christopher Doc Reed, your favorite relationship and life coach out here one more again, telling you what your father didn't tell you and your mother did not know. You know, many of you are empaths, meaning you feel very deeply. But there's a percentage of you, okay, who I call super empaths. Now, one of the frustrations of being an empath to begin with is people don't understand you. When you say, I feel this or whatever, they think you're weird and just get over it and all that, right? That's just being an empath. But when you're talking about a super empath, you're even in a more select group. All right, meaning that this super empath group feels even more deeply than the average empath. All right. So when you say, I feel everything, you mean literally, I feel everything. Think of it this way. Being a super empath is like, say you take a cold shower. Okay. I mean, ice cold shower. And it's cold. So then instead of getting dressed after you get out of the shower, you go outside in sub-zero temperatures. And you shaking so bad you can't even see straight. And if that was not enough, what do you do then? You sit down on a block of ice. And now you just, you just shaking uncontrollably, your teeth is breaking and all that kind of stuff. That's the level of sensitivity that I'm talking about. You're going to feel each phase of the process. You're going to feel each transition, okay, as you go through that. All right. And each one is just as extreme as the one before it. This is normally the empath who says, I absolutely hate being an empath. You're the one who has sacrificed your entire life so everyone else can be happy. But what happens when you do this? Somebody's got to go without. Who is that going to be? You. Okay? Because now you are living on empty constantly. So what does that look like when you constantly pour out, nothing's coming in? All right. So this also means what? You're more susceptible to being manipulated by a narcissist. Not just narcissists, but multiple narcissists. Why? Because all you have to do is hear a little piece of a sad story. And you don't just hear it. Guess what? You feel it in every fiber of your body. There you go. You feeling it. All right. So now the irony of this is your intuition game is also very strong. You got great intuition. But most super empaths tend to ignore their intuition or their gut, which your gut is really knowing more about knowing. It's not necessarily about a feeling. It's a knowingness about a situation. But here's the deal. You ignore it because you're overwhelmed by the feelings. You doing all that. And so what gets ignored? Your intuition. This is why you say, I feel this is a curse. This is a condition. I hate it. There ain't no blessing in here. And then what do? You start to isolate yourself. Because why? I don't want to. Who in the heck can walk around like this all day long? I'm tired of feeling. And this is also your way of preventing yourself from being hurt. There again, you shaking all over the place. But the problem is, at your core, you do, if you're going to be honest, you really do want a meaningful relationship with somebody. You just don't want all the BS that goes along with it. So you have this constant tug of war, this struggle within, wanting to be with somebody, having a deep connection, but just terrified of being hurt. And you're just tired of these overwhelming feelings. So oftentimes, those who can feel the deepest have also the most spiritual gifts. Okay. See, God has placed these gifts within you. All right. Meaning what? You may have the gift of prophecy. God has shown you what's going to happen before it happens. You may have the word of knowledge. You talking to somebody, and then automatically God is just telling you things, just boom, 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 about this person. You don't even know, like, why do I know this? You may share it, you might not. Or, okay, you ready? Some of y'all have the ability to see and hear from those who have transitioned, passed away, are dead. Okay? And you don't tell nobody because you like, I don't want nobody to think I'm crazy. You see dead people. What? You know what I'm saying? But you do. Okay? And God may also speak to you in dreams, very vivid dreams. However it happens, for you, you know that you have these gifts. And like I said, you don't share it with people because you don't want them to look at you like you are crazy. You try to, and then it just got a little weird. All right. So now what do? In an effort to not be judged, you just keep all this to yourself. It's all bottled up. But on the inside, this is what's going on. Now on the outside, you like, this is what people see. Oh, okay. Well, she's fine. She's okay. You're like, no, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. But check this out. Scripture says this, to whom much is given, much is required. And in this case, it's going to require from you ironclad boundaries. I mean, steadfast, unmovable boundaries. Because guess what? That gift that you have has to be protected because there are predators out here that want to take advantage of you and your gift. Right? Because see, the gift that you have to feel so deeply, there are some people out here who feel ignored, they feel rejected, like people don't see them, but your ability to care and to sense what's going on, you are able to, hey, what's going on with you? Or I see this, or I feel this. And to be seen when you feel like nobody sees you, that's priceless. For somebody to validate your existence and your pain, that is priceless. You know how that feels because you've dealt with the same thing, because many of you don't feel seen. You don't feel heard. So this is the gift that you bring to the body. Okay? So this is something that you should not see as a curse. It's a blessing. But the thing is, you just have to learn when to use your boundaries and when to use your gift. That's basically what it boils down to. But how many of you have said, I hate feeling everything. Doc, I just absolutely hate it. Or have you been given these spiritual gifts that I share with you that you like, I don't talk about those things. I'm not going to. I tried to, it didn't go too well. Or have you struggled with knowing when to use your boundaries? If this is the case, you know what to do. Hit your boy up. Go to my website, ChristopherReed.org. Why? So you and I can talk about how coaching is going to help you turn your sensitivity into a blessing, or help you see it as a blessing, because it truly is. You just need the tools, okay? Just to, like I said, put that boundary in place. Also, join me every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, in my Facebook group, The Diamond Mind, where we're talking about things that y'all want to chop it up about. Recently, we talked about how to avoid games that men play. Okay, you want to be able to quickly identify the signs of a player and avoid wasting your time on those losers, and so that you can be available for a winner. And when I say winner, I'm talking about a guy who has already prioritized that he has done the work he needs to do to be ready for relationship therapy, counseling, coaching, whatever the case may be. Also, get my series, Why He Married Her Instead of You. You can hear guys talking about games that they will play, telling women just what they knew they wanted to hear so that they could get what they wanted, and they're telling you how to avoid that. So hey, listen, I appreciate you listening to me today. Hey, if you like the video, subscribe so that you can get more of the content. I'll talk to you later. All right, peace.